Hi there and welcome to this video. As usual, my name is Mary, in charge of training and career advisory services here at Corporate Staffing. And I'm glad to be joined by one of our career advisors who also happens to be our training and marketing manager. She will be sharing some lights on how to pass an interview with ease. I know interviews can be a bit nerve-wracking, and the few nuggets she's going to share in this video will come in handy as you prepare for your upcoming interview. Thank you so much, Sylvia, for joining.
Thank you, Mary, for having me. It's
Great.
A pleasure.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I know you've interacted with so many professionals and even preparing candidates for interviews.
Yes, indeed.
What is key to a successful interview?
When it comes to interviews, candidates need to take the interview process with seriousness, because this is a time where it's a once-in-a-lifetime moment for you to showcase what you're bringing on the table. Mm-hmm. So always make sure to do your research, do your homework. Research on the organization where you're going for the interview. Find out how is the company culture, how do they work, how do they operate. Is it a place where you'd see yourself working in? Because some people are attracted by the job, but when they come to the ground, they find that the culture of the company is not what they wished for. Mm-hmm. So I would encourage candidates to always research so that they can also be able to align their answers with the role requirements. Mm-hmm. When it comes to a successful interview, it's good for candidates to prepare thoroughly, mm-hmm. Because it helps them to be able to find out if the culture of the organization they're going to is a fit for them. Mm-hmm. It also helps them to align with the role requirements. Yeah, let them do their homework thoroughly, mm-hmm. because they need to factor in the 5 P's of interview preparation, mm-hmm. which is preparation prevents poor performance. Mm-hmm. They also need to know that their first impressions really matter. They'll be judged on how they look, so let them dress as professional as possible. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They also need to keep time. It's a no-no for you to ever be late on an interview. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Wow, there's quite a lot I know that goes into a successful interview. And I like the insight you've brought about the 4 P's of preparation, like preparation prevents painful performance or painful poor performance. Yes. Wow, that's quite interesting. Yes. Now, in order to succeed in a job interview, what are the 3 most important things that a candidate needs to focus on?
Yeah, now when it comes to the real interview, once you walk in through that door, it's a time to shine. It's a time to flex your muscles. It's the only opportunity you've been given for you to sell yourself. Mm-hmm. So when you ask a question, showcase your strengths. Let them come out. Showcase your transferable skills you're bringing on the table from previous roles, from projects you've had before. Yeah. Also, when you're answering questions, try to make your achievements look measurable. Showcase in terms of a percentage you're able to achieve. Mm-hmm. Maybe you're able to increase the company's profit by a certain percentage, mm-hmm. or you're able to have an innovation where the costs were reduced by a certain percentage. Mm-hmm. Let it not just be like a general statement. I was able to achieve A, B, C, D. Mm-hmm. To what extent, to what mm-hmm. degree. Mm-hmm. Let it be measurable. Mm-hmm. Another thing is to always seek clarity. It's not wrong for you to ask the interviewer to repeat a question. Mm-hmm. If you're not sure of what you've been asked, ask mm-hmm. for them to repeat, mm-hmm. so that you can be able to answer the question the way they want it to be. Mm. Always keep it short and simple. With your answers. Yes.
Interesting. I know sometimes as candidates we tend to talk, and the interviewers are wondering, okay, so what's the main point from what they've said? Yeah, so it's important to keep it short and simple.
Yes, true.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So many candidates sometimes struggle with nervousness, or just the high volume of pressure that comes with interviews. What would be your final advice to such a candidate?
I can say it's only human and normal for any person to be nervous when you're going for an interview. Mm-hmm. But this does not mean that it needs to be so. One of the key things you can be able to do to reduce being nervous, do your homework before, research. You can also do a mock interview. It will just help you gain a thorough understanding of what is being expected of you when you walk into that interview. Yeah. Also, just try to take a small, deep breaths to just regulate your heartbeats, so that you're able to concentrate on the question and on the answers. Also, remember, an interview is not the end of the world. It's fine. It's an opportunity, but it doesn't mean it ends there. even if things don't work out, it's a time for you to learn. Maybe you'll be able to know your weakness areas so that you can be able to work on them, so that when it comes to another interview, you're able to shine and regulate on that. Yeah.
Wow, very important. And I know preparation is key when it comes to even being able to work on your nerves. The moment you know your stuff, then it sort of dims that level of nervousness.
Yes.
And we normally say when it comes to interviews, a little bit of nervousness is perfectly okay.
Yeah.
Because if you appear overconfident again, we perceive you to be, is it rude or arrogant, you know. Quite interesting. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yes, Mary.
Great. I believe you found this discussion very insightful. In case you've been wondering, what do I need to focus on to succeed in my next job interview? As Sylvia has highlighted, it is important to sell value. So focus on the value that you're bringing on board. Focus on the notable career achievements that you've had over the years that you've been in the industry. Remember, every employer is looking for a performer, someone who is able to bring in the kind of results that they expect. And also, it is important to seek clarity. And with your responses, as Sylvia has mentioned, keep it short and simple so that you're able to capture the mind of the interviewer. The beauty is that when it comes to interview preparations, this is a conversation that takes a whole 2 hours. And that is why we encourage you to reach out to us if you have an upcoming interview or if you resonate with the areas we've talked about. We are able to customize, to personalize a coaching session for you, just for you to get to understand really what do interviewers expect from you as a candidate during an interview. We look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you for watching.